In this video, how to get residency in Costa Rica. We're going to break down exactly how to obtain residency in Costa Rica, step by step, with all the practical info you need to make it yours. This is a no-nonsense guide, so grab a pen and paper and let's dive in. Costa Rica's residency process is straightforward, but requires attention to detail. The country offers several visa options, primarily for retirees, investors, or those with family ties. Residency comes in two flavors: temporary, valid for 2 years and renewable, and permanent, which you can apply for after a few years and lasts indefinitely. Temporary residency is a starting point for most, and you'll need to pick the right category based on your situation. Let's explore the most common paths: pensionado, rentista, inversionista, and family-based residency. The pensionado or retiree visa is perfect for those over 45 years old with a pension. You need a guaranteed monthly income of at least $1,000 for life, typically from Social Security, a government pension, or private annuity. Also, lots of military veterans take advantage of this as well. This income must be deposited into a Costa Rican bank, often Banco de Costa Rica or Banco Nacional, and converted to colones, which is the local currency. For 2025, $1,000 is around 500,000 colones at the current exchange rate, which obviously fluctuates. And you're going to need a pension letter or social security statement, apostilled from your home country, proving the income. Other requirements include a valid passport, obviously, a clean criminal background check, and a birth certificate, also apostilled. All documents must be translated into Spanish by a certified Costa Rican translator. And by the way, MyLatinLife, we're a full-scale immigration consultancy. If you want to use our service, we do the translations for you and everything, so you don't have to worry about that. There's a link in the description if you'd like to book a call with us and get your residency process started. But moving on with the video, so the Rentista visa is the next one, and this is for non-retirees with passive income. You need $2,500 monthly or $60,000 upfront for 2 years, deposited into a Costa Rican bank. This can come from investments, rental properties, or royalties, anything legal and verifiable. For example, you could deposit $60,000 into a Banco Nacional account and draw $2,500 monthly. Documents include bank statements or income contracts, apostilled, plus all the documents we talked about for the pensionado visa. The fees are basically identical. Unlike the pensionado visa, rentista doesn't require lifelong income, but you must prove the funds are sustainable for 2 years. Pro tip: open your bank account early, as some banks require in-person visits and take weeks to process. The next visa type is the inversionista or the investor visa, and this is for those willing to invest in Costa Rica. The minimum investment is $150,000 in 2025, down from $200,000 pre-2022. You can invest in real estate, a business, or a government-approved project like reforestation. Real estate is popular. Think a condo in Tamarindo or a farm, but the property's appraised value must hit $150,000. For a business, you need a business plan and proof of capital verified by a Costa Rican accountant. Obviously, it's starting to get a little bit more complicated with the inversionista visa relative to the pensionado and rentista visas, just more documents related to the investment and so forth, the investment proof, property deed, etc. The next visa type is the family-based visa or vinculo, and this is for those with close ties to Costa Ricans or residents. If you're married to a Costa Rican citizen, if you have a Costa Rican parent, or are a minor child of a resident, you qualify. You need a marriage or birth certificate, apostilled, proving the relationship, and the income requirements are lower, about $500 monthly, or you can show dependency on your sponsor. This visa is also open to common law partners after 3 years of cohabitation. verified by affidavits. Quick tip, ensure your marriage certificate is registered in Costa Rica's civil registry or you'll face delays. And don't worry, we can register your marriage certificate for you. So how to apply? You submit your application at the Dirección General de Migración y Extranjería in San Jose or a regional office like Liberia. You cannot apply from abroad. Costa Rica requires you to be in country, typically on a 90-day tourist visa, which you get on arrival. This is similar to Panama. So start gathering your documents early, as apostilles from the US or Canada can take 1 to 3 months. All documents must be less than 6 months old, apostilled, and this is specifically the police check, but also if your marriage or birth certificate is like a really old copy, you're going to want to get a new copy as well. You'll need an appointment with Migración, booked online, which can take a couple months. A lawyer or facilitator can do this for you. They can handle all the paperwork, translations, and appointments. Processing takes 3 to 6 months, during which time you are able to leave Costa Rica or you're able to stay, as you prefer. Permanent residency is the next step. After 3 years of temporary residency, pensionado, rentista, or inversionista holders can apply, provided you spend at least 4 months annually in Costa Rica. Vínculo holders, like spouses of citizens, can apply after 2 years. So the track to permanent residency is faster for people married to Costa Ricans. You'll need updated documents for the renewal, so keep that in mind. You will need a new police background check from your home country. And permanent residency has no income requirement, but you must show ties to Costa Rica, like a lease or utility bills. You can't leave for more than a year without risking your status, and fines for violations do exist, but they're relatively low, maybe around $100 for the fine. So pro tip, keep a travel log to prove your in-country time, as Migración checks your passport stamp. So again, on those first 3 years, you're looking at 4 months a year in Costa Rica, but then after you get PR, it's only 1 day a year to maintain residency, which isn't that bad. Citizenship is possible after 7 years of residency. 5 if married to a Costa Rican. You need conversational Spanish, knowledge of Costa Rican history, and 2 character witnesses or testigos. The process takes 1 to 2 years and includes an interview. Citizenship grants a Costa Rican passport with visa-free access to 150 countries. It's a very strong passport. But one tricky thing is Costa Rica technically doesn't allow dual citizenship for naturalized citizens. So the renunciation question in Costa Rica is a tricky one and probably worthy of its own dedicated video. So avoid these pitfalls. First, incomplete documents. Missing an apostille or using expired papers is the top rejection reason. Second, overstaying your tourist visa. You get 90 days on arrival, non-extendable, and if you want to stay longer, first, you got to apply for residency within 60 days to stay legal, and you can potentially do border runs as well, or visa runs as they're called, so that you can keep getting a new 90 days. A third pitfall is ignoring health insurance. The CCSS enrollment costs around $50 a month, or private insurance must cover hospitalization. Fourth, underestimating bank requirements. Opening an account in Costa Rica can take weeks. It's a lot harder to open a bank account in Latin America than it is in the US or Canada, where it might be open same day. That's not how it works in Costa Rica. It takes a while, so please plan ahead. Fifth pitfall is not planning travel. Leaving for over 6 months during temporary residency can cancel your visa, forcing a restart. Leaving for over 1 year during permanent residency can cancel your visa, forcing a restart. So keep that in mind. Practical tips: hire a facilitator or lawyer, especially for the investor visa or the vínculo cases. Check the Migración website for updates, but cross-reference with expat forums and companies like MyLatinLife as rules change all the time. Again, there's a link in the description where you can book a call. You'll be speaking directly with me. We can answer all your burning questions about Costa Rica residency. And ultimately, we can handle your Costa Rica residency process for you, taking you from where you are now all the way to getting that Costa Rica residency card in your hands. Another pro tip, get your DMEX card immediately. I'm not sure if you've heard about this one. It's called the DIMEX card. It's your key to banking, healthcare, and discounts like 25% off for seniors. Finally, join the CCSS healthcare system post-approval. It's affordable and covers most medical needs. And that's the complete guide to obtaining residency in Costa Rica. From choosing your residency type to collecting your docs, these steps will pave your way to your pura vida life. My top takeaway, start early, apostille everything, open the bank account, track your time in country. And if you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, drop a comment with your residency questions or experiences or anecdotes about Costa Rica. We'd love to hear from you, and I'm sure everyone watching this video would love to benefit from your experience as well. If you have any stories, please share it below. And until next time, embrace the journey and see you in Costa Rica. We'll see you in the next video.